Meditation practice has many benefits, beginning with the benefits to one's health. It's generally acknowledged now that many illnesses are conditioned by psychosomatic causes, and it seems that meditation does have a beneficial effect on the immune system. It's also an extremely effective way of dealing with stress. So health benefits, stress reduction benefits, these are the initial fruits that we can find arising from meditation. But this is just the beginning, really. The Buddha said that if your mind is still affected by what we call the hindrances, various negative emotions, then not only are you incapable of realizing any true lasting peace in your life, but also you don't in word know what's what. You don't have a clear understanding of the nature of your life, the world you live in. So meditation is aiming at taking the mind beyond negative emotions, using the power of effort, mindfulness, and developing the various wholesome qualities. So in meditation, it's as if you're looking at your mind in a microscope. In daily life, it's very hard to have any really profound insight into what's going on, because there's just so much externally going on. And it's as if you're trying to track a moving body across a very colourful background. It's not very easy to do that, whereas if you have a very plain background and a grid, as in a radar screen, then you can follow something very clearly. And to return to the previous analogy, when you start to meditate and looking at the nature of the mind moment by moment, then the various obsessions, worries, anxieties, fears, aversions and so on become illuminated by the power of attention. So you are beginning to see clearly just the way your mind works, what attitudes, what thoughts, what emotions actually contribute to your happiness and are actually in harmony with the goals that you've set for yourself in your life, and what's going on which is actually undermining your happiness and obstructing your ability to realize your goals and aspirations in life. So it's when you close your eyes, it's not going off into a dream world. What you're actually doing is embarking on a quest to realize the real world. Where is the real world? You know, what's that all about? What's really happening in your life? So there's a sense of quest, interest to really understand, to see, to realize the way things are, not as a philosophical enterprise, not as an intellectual exercise, but something that is stressing very much direct experience. Understanding our life as a direct experience can only come through the purification of the mind, the abandoning of agitation and negative emotions. So in the beginning stages of meditation, we're applying these techniques, looking at the breath, maintaining and sustaining attention on the breath, for instance, in order to take the mind beyond its usual habits and obsessions. And when that mind is calm, clear, bright, happy, then the mind has sufficient resources to be able to look very directly at impermanence, at non-self, and on the basic elements of existence, which are usually covered over by the mass of thought and agitation and emotion and desires and fears and so on, which make up most people's ordinary existence. So it's a path of transformation, a path of liberation, a path of letting go. And those words sound very high and inspiring, but the path towards them is not so wonderful. It's this hard work and willingness to be with one breath at a time. So it's one step at a time, one breath at a time, and gradually, by observing, by looking closely, you begin to see what is actually going on, and the skills that you learn, the clarity around the inner motivations and the inner events of your daily life. In your meditation, meaning in your daily life, you have an acquaintance with them, you have a sharpness, you have an ability to pick up what's going on in your relationships with other people and in your daily life, and to apply those calming techniques, the ability to let go of attachments and so on, in an effective way in your daily life, without the strengthening and the profound, precise work that you do in the meditation. It's very hard to develop that kind of awareness, or it's impossible to develop that kind of awareness in daily life. So daily life practice and daily meditation practice are in effect one and the same thing.